Compensation for calendar mistake is out now. What does 700,000 shards get you nowadays? MoleMan's true accuracy is broken, and silent buff to Alliance Wars season rewards. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the stacked edition of Marvel Contest of Champions news for Wednesday.
Whoops! Oh, moist.
Yes, indeed, this Wednesday edition is stacked with lots of different information. Make sure to hit the like button as well, subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Especially as for the last 7 days, 49.3% of people have not been subscribed that have watched content. So please hit that subscribe button as we try and push to 70k this year. And just quickly before getting into the news, a massive thank you to those that support the channel through the medium of YouTube membership. You're on screen at the moment. And as well, Patreons who are on screen at the moment. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you so much. And as well, those that watch content as well are back here each and every day in the comments section. But as well, those that support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. That is where I predominantly do a lot of the live streaming. Links are in the description. But as well, thank you to those that do tier 1 subs. Prime Gaming from the Amazon Bros. Thank you very much. Also, those that give bits and other things as well. Thank you so much. Now let's kick off the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Wednesday with the news that Angel's being buffed. Now you're probably wondering, Rich, why didn't you do a video yesterday? Well, there's not really much to talk about with this. Like, yay, Angel's getting buffed. Is Iron Fist going to be looked at anytime soon? No. Was there further information about the specifics of the Black Panther buff? No, not at all. So it's just a case of saying, yes, Angel's getting a buff. Values wise, does it mean the numbers are going to be better for things like Fury and other elements and kit to the champion? Maybe regeneration and armor, potency. There's nothing more to go on. Just say, Angela's getting buffed. Yay! Rejoice, people, rejoice. By the way, we'll be doing a video about Angela later on today. Next up, and yo, check my flow because Dorky Diggity Dave is back with another deep dive show. Psycho Man is on the agenda, and Dave goes into great detail about this champion. This one will be reviewed by members of the CCP, but it is amazing to see the deep dives out earlier so you can get a real flavour for the champion, especially with this champion dropping this week. That's right, this is going to be the new featured 5-star. So you're going to be interested as to how this champion performs. Go and check out the link in the description if you want to learn a bit more about this champion, his rotations, and whether or not he has the potency and as well the fortitude to take down enemies and as well have a bit of utility to the mix. Okay, now, and I was requested by this in the comment section and as well a few different places as well to talk about the MoleMan buff or MoleMan bug, especially when it comes to being under 5 monster mass, and as well the way the champion is meant to function from a usage of true accuracy and whether or not that true accuracy is actually working. The first part of this story is pinpointing the issue, which players are saying to Kabam, look, you know, it's meant to be under 10. This is pointed out by Kabam and confirmed as being a visual bug. It's all down to this. While Frenzy is not active and MoleMan is below 5 monster mass, MoleMan's heightened senses allow him to predict his opponent's movements, granting him true accuracy, ignoring all evade and auto block effects. Which Kabam Mike on the 1st of Feb said this is a visual only bug and is still functioning correctly. Now I did see a few images, like I'm pretty certain here that the person, even though they've got true accuracy, is in Frenzy, which does mean that that should not work. True accuracy should not ping up. And the same thing with like looking in this example here. Again, the same problem is true accuracy looks like it's up, but it's the champion's in Frenzy. Maximus has the greatest screenshot so far with showcasing the true accuracy up, the being below the required amount of monster mass, and as well not being in Frenzy. And it's coming up with evade, or in German, Ausgewichen. I think I've said that correctly. I'm pretty good at German. I'm actually 10% German, apparently. Here is also another example of this not working properly with being below 10 here, true accuracy being up, and as well the champion evading. I believe this is from the skill evade related quest in Cavalier difficulty this month. And someone in the last few days has said that and posted this gif of the champion not shrugging off the poison, which is kind of annoying there. If you're playing a champion with suicide masteries and it's not working to an intent that you want it to, especially for the interaction with the masteries, then that's kind of sucky. So yeah, lots needs to be done with MoleMan. In any case, there's plenty of evidence out there to kind of showcase that this is not good for MoleMan, and it definitely needs to be fixed or at least looked into to create some of these consistencies that we thought were going to be there at the point of the champion being buffed and released to the public. Next up, and it's compensation. Yes, compensation has been given out to players that were affected by the Thronebreaker calendar. I think it's a bit more than it normally was, especially to say like 2,000. It looks like they've just gone like, nah, we'll just give them 2,000. That's fine. And let's just see what, before people go, I wish I had compensation like that. That would be great. Let's just see what that gives me. I'm just going to pop open one in the video now and see what I get. Yeah, 3-star. So I'm making gains. You know, be jealous, people. Be jealous of my 3-star from a Cavalier Crystal. Aren't you jealous? Okay, next up, and tracking your 700k 5-star shard openings. So this is something that's really cool. I'm pretty certain Freezy has done this before, where he's taken all of, because he's like shooting for certain champions that he wants, but at the same time, what is he getting back from what he is opening? And you can see the list on screen now, going from Phoenix, Airwalker, Vulture, Proxima, Venom the Duck, Iron Patriot, Doc Octopus, Rocket Raccoon, Star-Lord, Guardian, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Rodent, Warlock, Iron Man, Infinity War, Green Goblin, which he's got once. It's really interesting when it comes to the duplicates and the further ones that he gets of them. With Sentinel, Nebula, Cat Marvel Movie, Cat Marvel, Hela Corvus, Mysterio, Hulkbuster, Drax, Angela, Howard, and then goes into the triplicate, which is Drax, Angela, Howard the Duck, Civil Warrior, Hyperion, Iron Man, Annihilus, Ultron, Yondu, Venompool, King Groot, and then 7 times he is picked up Punisher 2099. It's always very interesting seeing these types of breakdown, especially to track what you've been opening and what is more commonly being opened. I think for a lot of players, they seem to pick up a lot of Ultrons and Yondus. I've definitely seen that a lot. And Venom pools. I know that may differ from time to time from player to player, but I've definitely seen a lot more people say, I've got Ultron, but heavily duplicated. Same with Yondu, same with Venom pool. And even with Iron Man, especially with these special dual class crystals, which I think are amazing crystals that are added into the game. Either way, like, what are you more commonly getting? Put it in the comment section down below. Is it indeed Ultron, Yondu, Venompool, and Iron Man, or there a whole plethora of champions that you seem to get like most of, especially when it comes to dual class crystals? Okay, next up, and let's talk about the silent buff. Yes, Kabam have silently buffed the Alliance War Season rewards. 06 points out the fact that there are 7 of the various 900 Tier 5 class Catalyst Fragment crystals, but like now we're going with a whole different ball game of new rewards. Well, I say different ball game. It is a bit of an advancement on the amount. Instead of you getting 7 shots at like random ass kind of like tier 5 class Catalyst fragments, instead this time you're getting 2, and then it's a case of like, well, you get 4,500 apiece, which is a little bit more than the 6,000 odd that you were getting before, if you were indeed those in Platinum. Now, I'm not quite sure because I haven't tracked how it is for lower down people, but as well the extent of the boost to other things. Is it really there? Not hugely. If you were in Platinum 2, which is the example that we're kind of going off, then there's no increase in 6-star shards, but there is an increase of 5-star shards. So that's something, I guess. And as well for those that are gold 1 and kind of below, I don't know if there's a bump to 5-star shards. I don't have the info of the previous stuff, and we weren't kind of made aware of the kind of great improvements that the buff had. Because let's face it, not a lot of people do keep up to date with what's going on with Alliance War Seasons. It's a thing to do. It's a thing to do. Also, Nick Coss is back with a brand new video. So go and check out the link in the description. Support Nick Coss for his amazing work that he's doing, especially with creating these champions. He's done a very One Division special where you've got the dead version of dead dad version of Vision, and as well you've got Pietro Maximoff, or the recast version, the Evan Peters version. And as well, you've got Knull just kicking butt with an Immortal Abomination he's using. So, absolutely amazing. Well worth checking out. Go to the link in the description down below. Now, let's move on to the final story, which is Arena Predictions. My predictions for this week's Psycho Man edition, as featured down below at the moment. I've gone with a 55 mil. I do think there is hype around Psycho Man, but I don't know if it's as strong as a previous weeks and previous new champions coming in, especially with it being so close to the release. And as well, with people having a chance to play with a 3-star version, possibly there's an interest there, and 55 mil I think is a fair turnout. 10.5 mil for the 4-star version. I think it will probably drop a lot lower than that, but I'll go with 10.5 to be strong. And then also with Thor, if you're interested in that basic, which a lot of people do have, then I go with a respectable 1.6 mil. I think that's just how it's going to go. I don't think it's going to be massive than that. I think it'd even be close to about like 1.55 mil. But 1.6 mil is usually a safe bet for a champion that is re-rolled in the basics umpteen amount of time. But in any case, we'll go over the results on Monday's Marvel Contest of Champions news show. There we go. That has been the news for Monday. Please check out some of the other content posted up there. I've got a lot of content posting today, and we'll do week 2 of Lovers of Battle Realm a bit later on, as well as a few other videos associated with this month, from a Cavalier cheat sheet I'm working on to Cavalier objective video to a few other things as well. And I'll see you later on for the live stream as normal. Bye bye for now.